Received this afternoon a message from the Japanese government in reply to the message forwarded to that government by the Secretary of State on August 11th. I deem this reply a full acceptance of the Potsdam Declaration, which specifies the unconditional surrender of Japan. In the reply, there is no qualification.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin from ABC Radio. Here is a special bulletin from Dallas, Texas. 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade today in downtown Dallas, Texas. This is ABC Radio.
Good evening. Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee. Police have issued an all-points bulletin for a well-dressed young white man seen running from the scene. Officers also reportedly chased and fired on a radio-equipped car containing 2 white men. Dr. King was standing on the balcony of a second-floor hotel room tonight when, according to a companion, a shot was fired from across the street.
Sources now that the President of the United States will announce in just moments that the United States has the body of Osama bin Laden, that Osama bin Laden has been killed, and that the United States is convinced that it has the body of Osama bin Laden, the mastermind of 9/11, the architect of al-Qaeda. We don't know the details. We don't know how this came about, but we are told now by several sources, administration sources and congressional sources, that the administration is now telling senior members of Congress and telling others that it believes it now has, it is convinced it now has, the body of Osama bin Laden.
Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of al-Qaeda, and a terrorist who's responsible for the murder of thousands of innocent men, women, and children. It was nearly 10 years ago that a bright September day was darkened by the worst attack on the American people in our history. The images of 9/11 are seared into our national memory.
We see the impact that Facebook had on the revolutions that were taking place in the Middle East, because, you know, we were seeing there for the first time, in Egypt especially, a revolution where there was no charismatic leader at the beginning or you know, leading it. People were just talking to each other through this social media. But the other side of it is, when you get sometimes to Twitter, are we trying to get the news out too fast?
The news feed is extraordinary. And Bob, I've never seen anything like it before. You know, we get up in the middle of the night to do this show. I can scroll down my news feed on Twitter, on my phone, while I'm still in bed. And in 10 minutes, I really am brought up to date on just about everything. It is a remarkable tool.